the final episode, well, not the final episode, but final episode recapping the 2025 season because the 2025 season has come to a conclusion.
It's over.
It's all ogre.
It's all
Abu Dhabi was great. I wouldn't say it was the most like if it wasn't the finale race, it would have been casuals would have been calling it like just an okay race.
Yeah.
But because it was for the finals, it was intense the entire time.
Yeah. It was a nail biter the whole way. I mean, there was action. I felt like all over the place. There was that one like kind of DRS train in the middle. But action the whole time. I mean, like I said before, that track always just is exciting.
It's a good track.
And because it's finale, of course. But it was great. I was super pleased with the result. I mean, we were talking off camera, just like it felt like the world was kind of against Lando in a sense. So it was good for him to win it because he won it. He came back, had the great story, and won it himself.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah, I mean, it is weird when the winner of the constructors is like technically not the winner of the race. I feel like I'm just used to like the winner being the person that has won it, or the past couple of years where Max won it like halfway through the season.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, well, nobody can get him even if he DNFs every race now. But
right.
Yeah, it was definitely interesting to be like, oh, he just has to finish within the top three, and obviously he finished third place. But the most exciting thing that was commentated on constantly was the fact that Charles Leclerc had crazy pace. It was just like there was stints of where he's just closing the gap rapidly, and they're like, okay, it's going to be this many laps until he's there. But then it just kind of felt like it's one of those games where I think they say that for the commentary purposes to get people on the edge of their seats. But the whole time, like, Lando's potentially nurturing those tires a little bit. So he knows as soon as Charles gets in a certain gap, he just has got to pick it up a little bit and make the gap wider. Meanwhile, Charles is doing the opposite where he's absolutely crushing the tires to, like, get pace around. And then as soon as he gets there, it's like, oh, my tires are way fresher than yours and yours are shot. Yeah. So see you later.
It's both of those things. It's Charles has nothing to lose. They were, Ferrari was going to be where they were in the Constructors' Championship. He was where he was going to be in the Drivers' Championship. So he had nothing to do but play spoiler. So he brought the tires in for a lap and would go pedal to the metal. And, I mean, you're right. They said multiple times that car has come alive. Like, what is going on there?
I don't know. Well,
Lewis got stuck in the train, but, like, he kind of actually moved okay during the race.
Yeah, it really wasn't that bad. Lewis ended up finishing the points too. He had, he was what? Yeah. Did he make it out of Q1? 17th?
16th.
16th. Okay. I mean, that's a pretty good race. And then the biggest thing about pace, like a car just lighting on fire. Why was the Aston Martin all of a sudden fast? Is Newey's effect really felt in the first race? He's the team principal. I doubt it, but. I mean,
they just double points out of nowhere.
Yeah, that was crazy. I mean, Stroll rolls in at 10th place. He was passing everybody, passing everybody, except for when him and Lawson were getting double passed by everybody in the front.
Everybody, yeah.
It was so funny.
That kept happening.
They got double passed. Yeah, by Lando, Charles, and George.
Yep.
So that was pretty funny. But yeah, the Aston looked pretty quick, and I mean, props to both drivers getting points. Hulkenberg also in the points, and then Esteban Ocon in the points, where I feel like we haven't seen him in the points for a very long time. So
props to him.
Good for them, but it was not enough because we were kind of talking about team standings. There wasn't much shuffling to be had at the top unless something – Red Bull and Mercedes were close, but I think that felt pretty locked in.
Yes.
The biggest thing was the midfield battles, and Aston Martin jumped Haas.
Uh-huh.
So there you go.
Yeah.
That is what they did. And now we're staring at a new driver, world champion in Lando Norris. Will he take the number one? I think he's going to take the number one.
He has already publicly come out and said today that he will be sporting the number one.
Wow. And then Max is going to be wearing number 3. I know he already talked about that.
Is he allowed to, though?
Yeah, nobody has it.
The number has to be not used for a couple years before it can go back into use. And Ricardo had it. I I can't remember if what I saw was him saying he was gonna use it this year, but Ricardo hadn't been out, and maybe he will next year,
okay.
something like that. But yeah,
Did I get clip farmed? Dang.
See, you could have.
Dang, bro.
Verstappen could see him number 3, which would be a new look rather than 2 3s. So
yeah, it'd be pretty clean. Now I felt bad for Oscar, but I do think like everybody's looking at Oscar and they're talking about Oscar and they're just saying, it's okay, trust me, this guy's gonna be back here and he's gonna be winning one.
Yeah,
that was kind of the consensus of like Lando drove great, but I just do think there's that level of understanding from certain people that have watched the sport for a very long time that it's like, hey, it's Oscar's 3rd year. Let's remember that and let's relax and realize that he's going to go a long way in the sport and he's likely going to be the guy hoisting up that trophy at some point.
Yeah, absolutely. You're right. The short of the long is, dude, don't sweat it. There was a couple crucial mistakes by the team that honestly you could make the argument cost him this championship. But what I'm glad didn't happen was the scenario where they were both McLarens were kind of backed up in the field. And let's say, Oscar leading Lando and Lando needed that position to be driver's champion.
Yeah, and I'm glad
I'm glad that scenario did not happen.
Or where if Charles caught up to Lando, they told Oscar to completely drop back.
Back him up.
Yeah, and just basically flip-flop, where it's like, hey, Charles is within 2 seconds of Lando. You've got to basically halt on the brakes and switch spots with him. Yeah. And then you have to defend
or Charles. Drag Lando along in the DRS. Like, there wasn't this whole game of Tetris that they were going to have to play to try to make it work. Lando he drove, and it was good. Yeah.
And he ended up winning by 13 points, which I think also it does clear the points differential from the pit stop race, where it was first, second. Right. It does clear that differential. Max and him were 2 points apart, which is insane. Mm-hmm. Like, that's so sketchy.
That is a tight. I mean, and then let's go back a race. If Lando doesn't pass Kimi.
Oh, yeah.
That was 2 points gained.
Oh, so that would have been. What happens
if you tie?
Has that ever happened?
I don't.
That's a good point. Yeah, dude, the Kimi thing. Oh, man, the Kimi thing. Yikes. Yikes. Total driver standings for the final. Kimi ended up finishing behind both Ferraris, which is kind of surprising because I think recency bias-wise, I'm looking at Kimi and I'm saying, dude, Kimi's been driving better than both Ferraris. What are you talking about? And you forget the stint in the season where he really wasn't getting points at all.
Yeah, he was nothing.
But now he did, 2 podiums in the second half of the season and 1 podium in the first half?
Yep.
Yeah, so, I mean, he had a great rookie year in retrospect.
Fantastic rookie year, and we said that, or I was saying that from the beginning.
All the rookies.
It may not all happen at one time. Yeah, no, every rookie performed this year. It was great to see. Like, there wasn't not to throw shade, but there wasn't like a Logan Sargent. I know that car was bad, but there wasn't one guy in last place every single time, crashing every turn he took. Like, it was smooth for the rookies. They all drove well.
Yeah.
And I mean, props to Hadjar getting the kiss of death, going to the big dog seat.
He'll be all right. Yeah, I mean, we're technically seeing an upgrade for a lot of rookies, depending on how you're looking at it. Like, Bortoletto's going to be going to the Audi. Because it just transforms. I really think, like, the Ferrari talks are going to get real hot in the offseason. Lots of free Lewis type situations already going on. I think this could get temperature warm in regards to Ollie Behrman.
Yeah, I
don't think they're going to make a move. I'm just telling you, I think the chatter's going to be out there.
Oh, the chatter's already there. You're completely right. It's only going to keep boiling and boiling and boiling, but they've got to give this guy a chance in that car. They know they have to.
And especially in the small car,
It's really the whole reason they brought him on the team.
Yeah, and I think what's so weird now is that you finish the season and, like, last year you're like, okay, McLaren's carrying momentum, and clearly they're going to come out the front runner. Next year you can't even play that game.
No.
You really can't. Like, Aston Martin could show up with the best car, the only people running the Honda, and Honda all of a sudden pulls out this great power unit. And Aston comes out.
They have history of making a good power unit. Like, this is not a far-fetched thing.
And then since Newey's designing the car, but you know what I mean? Like, we just don't know where this is going, so that's what's so curious about it. Like, also, I know we talked about how Piastri will be up there. It will happen for him. But then you can't help but think, like, also, what if McLaren stinks? Like, what if McLaren, like, this was the when they had lightning in the bottle, was these past 2 seasons with these regulations, and they come back out and they're kind of just middle of the pack, like fist fighting with everybody else. And it's like, I don't know.
Here's the thing about that, and it's the same thing when they went to the ground effect era of car. You know, Mercedes came out with the zero side pod car, which actually I saw something today that was saying that the zero side pod car that they hated and they said sucked, this, that, and the other, was their highest point scoring car. But it was the first year. But my whole point of this is the teams that have the big bankroll that can catch up fast will catch up fast.
Yeah, it's true.
They flipped the different side pods on that car, got it dialed in, and they were back. Like Ferrari came out kind of hot when they went to the ground effect, but you had Aston that was up there for a while, like right when we switched. So I mean, you can see that it shuffles the grid, but in the end, money talks, and it always does in the sport. It takes you a long way.
And it's a copycat sport, so if you're behind but you have the money, you can quickly keep up with the people that have figured it out on the engineering side. But
make your car look like that car.
The pink Mercedes, great example.
Yeah.
So I mean, we're looking at a different lineup when it comes to who's getting the most money. Well, besides McLaren, but it's McLaren, Mercedes, Red Bull, Ferrari.
Yep.
Williams, Racing Bulls, Aston, Haas, Kick, Alpine. Alpine is so cooked. Not really. They're using the Mercedes power unit at least, so at least they know they'll be on the same playing field in that area. I just still don't feel good about them moving forward. Their driver lineup, Pierre Gasly, can of course scrape together anything, but I'm really not feeling super high on Franco until he proves something in that car, just because it could just be a bad match. But I don't know. Once again, cars change completely, but I just can't stop speculating already for next year. But
yeah, I mean, and the door's open to do that. That's what happens when you flip regulations like this. It's going to be great. The first year of a car change is always so fun, especially that first race. Those cars come out and everybody oohs and ahs because
question marks.
The little difference, like that doesn't look right, but
No
maybe
DRS.
it's fast kind of thing. Yeah, I mean. There's 1,000 things that we get into going into this next season that's just going to make this so much fun.
Yeah, I agree. And then also Cadillac, like Valtteri's already posting about him getting his seat fit. Like the guy's back in a car, which is so exciting too. And seeing
they're stoked.
Like for fresh team. We're gonna have 2 more drivers on the grid. The grid's gonna be bigger. Like what's that gonna look like? There's so many new variables coming in. It's gonna be fun. I guess should we round out and just talk about. Actually, we already talked about that too. I guess I had discussed with you an idea for what we're going to do in the off season to kind of keep things rolling. I think the first step would be doing almost like a season report card on all the teams from this year. I think we kind of lock back in. We look at what they did in the beginning of the season, maybe some driver acquisitions, see how they adapted, see how they raced, and give them a rating or grade for the 2025 season. And then we go back. We do for the 2026 season. And we do predictions, maybe not giving them a rating or a ranking, but maybe just discussing the moves that are being made. Maybe in Cadillac, of course, gets thrown in now, which is super cool to think about, but just kind of discuss what's coming up and what we think people are doing. Maybe some rumors we're hearing, some driver discussions we're hearing. I don't think we're going to see any for next year, but the 2027 free agency, I guess if they call it free agency, is already looking a bit crazy.
Yeah, that'll be good. I mean, there's a bunch of things we can do. We obviously will go in and do our ratings of what happened last year as well as what goes in to next year. There's also just some sidebar videos we can put out. If you got requests, drop them down there.
Please.
We'll do what we can. And, it may be a multi-topic video type of thing, but, our stuff will keep coming. That's for sure.
Can't believe we did it. We did a whole season.
Whole season down, many more to go.
I think we only missed like 1 or 2 races. And it was a busy year, people.
The busiest year.
It was the busiest year to do this.
Yeah. It was a rodeo.
So we'll be back. We'll keep things rolling. Grant, always a pleasure. And
two closing things.
Shoot.
What happens if 2 drivers tie for the F1 Drivers' World Championship?
Yeah, shoot.
The tiebreaker is prioritizing race result. Most wins first. If they tie there, most second place finishes, and so on.
Yuck.
Kind of sucks.
So Lando would have won.
I mean, it's not like they could have a playoff hole, but
Lando would have won then, yeah?
Yeah.
Would he though?
No, Max. Max had the most race wins. That win at Abu Dhabi took him to the top 1 race wins.
Oh, that
Just
would have been
imagine.
crazy. So if the one move, if Kimi didn't let Lando through in Vegas, Max would have won the constructors this weekend.
In Qatar.
Oh, Qatar, correct.
Yeah.
But then,
Max won.
but then I think McLaren would have done some funny business for sure.
Oh, not a question.
Not funny business. They would have done what every other team would have done.
Yeah.
They would have let Lando through, but
It's a free pass to let your guy win. They totally would have done that.
yeah, they would have. And I loved all the negative aura moments that Zach Brown had after the win that everybody kept talking about. Oh,
So cool.
hi, is this the world champion hotline?
Yeah, dude, shut up.
Dude, he's unbearable.
Yeah, Lando. Shut up.
That was pretty good. Yeah, dude. It's he's potentially a tough look for the Americans here. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, he's the only one out there, so we'll take him.
Look, I'll take it. World
I'll
champion.
take it. We
All right?
got one.
We got the world champ technically
exactly
on the hotline too.
on the hotline. He literally called
Hotline
in.
bling potentially too.
Oh God.
Nah, but I don't know.
Second closing thought:
Go.
91 days till we're in Melbourne.
That's really not. That's the crazy thing. The off season's
There's
so
no
short.
off-season.
I feel like we're gonna think of like do 2 videos, and be like, okay, well, race predictions are back.
Time, yeah.
So
It'll be good.
I'm so excited, dude.
A lot will happen from now until then, too. I mean, we'll start seeing a little more cars on track kind of thing. We'll hit on that. And, I mean, there's always a lot to cover with this because stuff is always coming out about what people are doing and all that.
Yeah, I was like more invested in the off season. I almost feel like than I was in the season itself, just because I was getting testing footage of Carlos Sainz and a Williams, and I was like, dude, holy crap, this is crazy. So
I mean, we're about to get a bunch of testing footage of the Cadillac too,
and of the new cars just in general. So, well, actually, they can't get in the new cars until the season starts.
Yeah.
So it's just gonna be old cars.
But you like
What does Cadillac do then?
cars.
Just sim?
Yeah, I mean, it's all sim. It's time in the. They'll put these cars in the wind tunnel.
Yeah,
kind of
but
thing.
you know what I mean? Because like Carlos got in Abu Dhabi, Carlos got to
testing.
drive the FW46,
yeah, they do testing.
but Cadillac doesn't have an old model.
They used a Ferrari.
Cadillac does?
They used a blacked out Ferrari.
Why?
Don't know. A couple weeks ago.
Ugh. Valtteri's probably like, oh, this thing sucks, dude. No wonder Lewis hates it.
Yeah, he's right. Probably has the same problems Lewis has. 'Cause it's
Probably.
slippery.
Because he had to drive the exact same car Lewis had. Also, my final thought, my cousin was like, oh, dude, clearly Alex Albon's losing it. He's not a good high-end driver, brother. Alex Albon finished in front of the points, in front of Carlos Sainz. And I'm not dissing Carlos Sainz.
That is the hottest take I think I've ever heard.
Because I think he's great. I think
We're
Carlos Sainz...
saying Alex Albon is washed?
He's saying that Alex Albon doesn't have what it takes. He's like, oh, yeah, he put up some good performances, but when it comes to going big races and big wins, he doesn't have what it takes. And I said, look, dude, you're driving me crazy over here. Alex has more points. I get it. He didn't get 2 podiums, but he finished top 5 multiple times. Let's relax.
Yeah.
Consistency, brother. So
Hot take.
it will be interesting to see if once they get in the other car, if like, hey, if it's like a podium racing type season where we're going for podiums consistently, like maybe we'll see something, but I will not take that slander at this moment.
Yeah.
Albon had a great season. He had 73 points total. Sainz had 64, and they were 8-9. Boom.
Double top 10 there.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Yep.
All right.
That's all we got. We'll see you guys soon. And it was a great 2025 season. And look forward to the next one.
Absolutely. We'll see you guys probably soon. Days